Good morning guys, welcome to the Shades End and a brand new video today. So today we are going to talk about transfer, and I'm not talking about transfer for quite some time. So are we getting Havertz, Oblak, Declan Rice, Benrahma? These are big names. When you talk about these names, I get very excited. Look at my expression, it's like, whoa. And then you get players like Chilwell, Tagliafico, Romagnoli. You just name it. There's so many great players out there. Are we getting them, or is it just a myth right now in social media? What is happening? What will Chelsea Football Club, the board, the owner Roman Abramovich will do? Watch till the end as I talk about it. Here we go. So the first thing you have to understand is social media has gone absolutely crazy last week when sometime this week, actually not last week, when there was talks of Oblak joining Chelsea, and it's like, whoa, is it going to really happen after Havertz? Are we really going to get Oblak? Now, last week I talked about Cakir from Turkish football. He might have joined Chelsea, but no, that's not the case as yet. He might still, you never know, let the season end. The next season is going to start. You still have a couple of months to go for that. But as of now, there's a lot of talk at social media about Oblak from Athletic Madrid to Chelsea. Will it happen? Now, he's not the only player that's been talked about. Declan Rice has been huge. There's a lot of talk. Frank wants him. So will this player actually land up at Stamford Bridge? The big question over here comes is that money. Right. So we have already earned a lot of money. 130 mil for Eden Hazard. By the way, congratulations Real Madrid and Eden Hazard for that. Not only we are happy about it, you guys are happy about winning the La Liga. We are happy for earning that kind of money. We are going to get a lot of money out of Morata, maybe 50-55 mil. We might get money from the sale of Jorginho, because I think there's a lot of talk that Frank wants Jorginho gone. So maybe that will come at installments, but that might still happen. You will have a lot of players being sold. Bakayoko may be sold, Zuma may be sold, Batshuayi, Alonso, Emerson. All these players could yield up to around 70 million or so. So how much is it? So it's almost like 300 million. That's a lot of money, right? 300 million. That's good news, right? Now we'll go for, we have already bought players like ZH and Werner. So you'll have to understand that we already have players in our books right now. Now the importance of UCL makes a lot of sense here. We'll talk about it a little bit. Now, why do people always talk about we have to finish top 4, we need UCL football, we need to get things done? Why do people say that? UCL gives you an additional 60 mil, and that's really important. Now, if a team which is playing UCL, Champions League football every season, like a Real Madrid or a Barcelona, and then they have a good squad, they are able to spend that kind of money on buying players and also on their wages. Like the wages these days are getting higher and higher, and that is an important thing to talk about when you're buying players. So you might see 300 million, but when you buy these players and pay them wages and the agent fees and buy the players, pay the clubs as well, the 300 million just goes up like this, and it means it like this. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about player fees, agent fees, as I said. We'll talk about Callum Hudson-Odoi. Why is it important at this moment? When Hudson-Odoi was given a new contract, he was given something in the range of 130 quid a week. For a player at his age, for a player who has been injured, for a player who doesn't play that much, not to his fault, he's still a very good player, and it's going to do wonders for him. He's going to be a wonderful player in the coming days. But as it stands, he's earning a lot of money, not playing much for Chelsea. Seeing him, Tammy Abraham also wants that kind of money, and quite justified. I mean, come on, Tammy has scored almost 16 goals for Chelsea, and the first 4-5 months of the season, Tammy was scoring goals, and that's the reason why Chelsea was getting those points. There was no Giroud. Giroud was on his way out that time. So Tammy, to a certain extent, is justified to earn, to ask for that kind of money. Now, when you see these English boys doing so, why will Reece James or Mason Mount be behind? These are all English, and they are playing more. If you look at Mason Mount, has been playing almost every match for Chelsea. Reece James these days are playing every match for Chelsea. So when their contract talks comes up, as and when that comes up, they will also say, hey, look, Hudson-Odoi is getting 130 quid a week. We are playing every match. He's not playing every match, so give me 150 quid. There's a point. Now let's go for the other English boys. Declan Rice signs for Chelsea, first and foremost, Chelsea will have to pay a lot of money, maybe 50 mil, 60 mil, plus Batshuayi, plus maybe Tomori on loan for a year. You know, that's really crazy. And when Declan Rice comes in, we spend 60 million, we'll have to pay his agent, we have to give him a big number. Just because we have paid Hudson-Odoi 130 quid, the guys like Declan Rice will come in, they will ask for something like 150 quid at the starting. Again, it's logical, because we have done that for Hudson-Odoi. These guys will come in, Frank wants him, so it will make a lot of sense. We'll have to pay that. So suddenly that 300 mil or 350 mil we are talking about suddenly looks a very small amount at this moment, right? Same goes with Benrahma if he comes in. Same goes with Tagliafico or Chilwell, who I'm pretty sure is not going to come. Leicester's not going to let him go. But this creates a lot of problem actually. So we'll have to understand that the club owner cannot bail us all the time at the end of the day. I've seen Roman Abramovich done that in the last 15 years. He has come in, paid some money, and we have been able to get those players. But not every time. Chelsea has to make our own money, the Chelsea Football Club that is, from shirt sales, merchandise sales, I mean, from ticket sales. Now obviously, you know, fans cannot come in, but ticket sales, from, you know, Champions League, because when you get Champions League you get a lot of sponsorship, you know, and you get the money. And just a little bit about Champions League, I forgot to say in the beginning, like Chelsea last season won the Europa Cup. Winning the Europa Cup, the kind of money we made is less than losing in the second round. Like this season we are in the second round playing against Bayern Munich, and we have already lost the first leg 3-0. So if we lose the second leg as well, we'll be knocked out of the Champions League. But the money we'll be making in this Champions League second round exit is more than the money we made at the Europa Cup, winning the Europa Cup last season. So it just shows how much is it important to make Champions League. So a team which is playing Champions League every season can just go out there and spend more money, and also can buy those players they want. Also, players will be interested to come and play for this club. That's also a big incentive when you're playing Champions League every season. So that is a very big thing to talk about. Sorry for the noise, it's a flight. I stay just beside the airport. So as I was saying, so Roman has to look into this case that if you're playing Europa Cup final, if you're playing Europa Cup next season, why will you go out there and spend that kind of money? He'd rather wait. Also, there's also a couple things like, what does the manager get sacked? We don't see Frank Lampard getting sacked anytime soon. But you never know, next season, things can be different. And what if he's sacked? It has been happening for the last 15 years at Chelsea. Managers do get sacked at Chelsea. Obviously, we never had a club legend as a manager for us. But what if he gets sacked? Then we buy a bunch of players, and suddenly all these players, the new manager might not want them, and then we have to ship them out. Look at the cost that we have to deal with. So keeping all these things in mind, it's obviously in social media and in fantasy football, it's very easy to say that, yeah, we're going to go and buy this player. Havertz, yes. Oblak, yes. 100 million, not a big deal. But when your own money goes through, you will think about it. We all do. And so will Roman Abramovich. I don't expect him to do anything different. Saying all that, I will say that Havertz deal is going to go through most likely, but nothing has been done. So a lot of people, a lot of social media, people are saying that Havertz is a done deal. No, there's no talk as yet. There has been no talk between Havertz or Bayern Leverkusen and Chelsea Football Club. Once the season is over, especially if Chelsea makes it to the Champions League for next season, there's a very good, there will be a very good chance that these clubs will sit and talk about the amount. Maybe Chelsea will want 70, 75. Leverkusen will want around 90, 95 million. So that will be something we'll talk about, but not now. There's no talk. No matter what people say, there's still no talk between Leverkusen and Chelsea over Kai Havertz as yet. But it might still go through, irrespective of we getting Champions League or not. But if you get Champions League, you understand, Bayern Leverkusen has also got Europa Cup, so it will be an added incentive. No Oblak. Everybody knows that by now. I know Jan Oblak is not coming back, but Kepa might not be at Chelsea. He might move back to Spain. It all depends. I prefer Kepa to stay, give him one more chance, one more season. Onana or Ben Foster, anybody who comes in, even Cakir, who I talked about last week, you never know if it will actually work or not. So for me, I think we should stick with Kepa for one more season. Benrahma is a 50-50 thing. Leicester might go for him. Brentford might get promotion by themselves, so he might still play for Brentford and play Premier League football. But I'm not sure if Chelsea will go for him. It's a 50-50 thing. It all depends if we can go for Havertz or will go for Benrahma, depending again on Champions League and Europa Cup. But Leicester might go for him actually. Declan Rice. Frank is more interested in Declan Rice. We like to see, we might see Declan Rice coming in and Jorginho going. And that will be a very expensive buy for us. 50-60 mil plus Batshuayi and Tomori on loan for 12 months. That will be expensive. But that might just happen. He is a leader of sorts. People are saying, I for one don't think for that kind of money we should go for him. He is a very good player. Might be an even better player, but that money is too much. But Frank wants him, so we can go with him. No Chilwell. Chilwell is not going to come. Tagliafico, as much I know, Chelsea is in talks with Tag's representatives, that's Tag's agents, and that might just come through in the next few weeks or maybe in the next few days. Tagliafico to Chelsea will happen, most likely will happen. Now, if Declan Rice does happen, we might not buy somebody else. Rudiger's contract is not going to get extended. That's what I came to hear. So Rudiger might not happen, which is sort of a good thing. But I don't want to see Zuma gone as well. So that's about it. I think Havertz is going to happen more or less. It's a 90% chance. But if we get Champions League, only then Chelsea is going to start talking. Once it's sure that we might not get Champions League, even then also Chelsea will talk only after the season is over. No Oblak, but he has Declan Rice most likely, Tagliafico most likely, and that's about it. Ethan Ampadu might come back. But you guys let me know what you guys want to see. What do you guys think? Oblak will still a chance? I don't think it's going to happen. Cakir, I've been talking about him a lot. So you guys let me know in the comment section which players you guys want to see playing for Chelsea next season, whom Chelsea should sign next season. So let me know in the comment section. As always, I tell you, it's not easy to buy players even though we had a transfer ban and we have money. There are a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to keep in mind. But I think overall, Chelsea will make some good business. We have already done great business with Werner and ZH. Havertz most likely is an incoming. So I keep it at that and leave it for until the next time. See you guys. Bye-bye.